Hello, everybody. We're back again. We are talking sports, and this is Sportstake. This is a monumental episode. This is our 70th episode of Sportstake. We've been doing this a while, everybody, and we talking the strength of sports. If you want to know what's going on in the sports world, come talk to us, and we will share with you everything going on from golf to sports racing to track and field to weightlifting, to bowling, to chess. If it's sports, we talking about it here on Sports Tape. I threw in chess because I'm a chess player. So, hello everybody. We want to welcome Brother Stacy. How you doing, brother?
How's it going, bud?
All right. Now, one of the things we're going to talk about today is the all-time U of H team. Uh, I'm gonna throw in my first five as we talking. Um, Rob Williams, Otis Birdsong, um, Clyde, Elvin Hayes, and of course Akeem. Do you have any difference with that, brother Stacy?
I do not. I was going positionless, so I had Rob and Clyde. I had Hakeem Olajuwon. I had Elvin Hayes and Dwight Jones first team.
Okay, Dwight Jones is on my second team. A lot of
He the
people
one with
don't know. He
that's the
was
one with the
almost
Wheatley,
before
right?
my time,
Yeah,
but I
that's the one
caught
with the
the end
Wheatley.
of his career.
Yeah.
But
Well, I ain't never
Davis
seen
with
him
the
play, but
Wheatley.
I heard a whole lot of stuff about him, so I put him on first team. I never did see him play though.
I think he went to Wheatley once upon a time and was one of Wheatley's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, he
Yes,
went to
Was
Wheatley.
that true?
and he was on the
Yeah.
72 Olympic team.
Yes, he was.
They didn't take the medals.
Right. And then he
Oh,
played for the Lakers for a little while, right?
The Atlanta Hawks, Lakers, and the Rockets.
Yeah, yeah. So I had him on the first team. And then I had an alternate team with, of course, with Rob and Birdsong. And then I had Clyde, King, and Elvin Hayes.
well, my second team is, if I can remember correctly, I ain't got it in front of me, but I know on the second team I had Larry Mishaw as my center.
Mhm.
I don't know, Jeff, you might remember that. But Jeff, what is your team?
First team was the same as yours. Akeem Olajuwon at center. I had Elvin Hayes at the four. I had Clyde Drexler at the small forward, and I got Otis Birdsong and Rob Williams in the backcourt. That was pretty easy for me. I didn't have a problem coming up with that five.
Yeah.
What's your second five?
Oh, I didn't pick a second five, so let's go to Phil. Phil?
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to make it real simple for you. The stars from the Phi Slamma Jam team, we know who they are. That's automatic. Then I would pay money then and now to see Otis Birdsong, which I scalped tickets at the game during that time. Louis Dunbar,
That's one of
who a
them.
lot of people didn't think about, who went on to
Louis
play for the
Dunbar.
Globetrotters.
Got our button.
Ken Juice Williams,
Whoa.
pre-Rob, who I got to see play.
That's your second team?
Dude, just put them in the way you want them. These are the players that will play interchange. If I'm coaching that team, I'm rolling the ball out, and then I'm going to say, you go in and you go in for you. I won't have a problem with that. That's the kind of team I'm fielding with those guys. And I would pay to see all of them play. Of course, you know who the stars are. I mean, I don't have to say their names. Rob. And you cannot have a team over there without Michael Young somewhere on the team.
Yeah.
I got Michael Young on my second team. I had him on my second team.
Yeah. I had Mike on my second team, too. I had Mike. I was thinking about Alvin as my point on second team. I forgot about Louis Dunbar, so he probably be on second team.
Yeah, he was a bad man.
I forgot about Louis Dunbar, too.
Misha, and I still didn't have a temp,
And I had Greg Anderson on third team.
And how about Chuck O'Neal?
You got Ricky Winslow on the third team?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Rick and Caddy be on my third team.
Okay.
Marshall Saul. Marshall Saul would probably be on my third team.
Who?
Marshall Saul.
You talking about Marcus Sasser?
No, Marshall Sauls.
Oh, Marshall Salk. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got Marcus Sasser on second team.
Yeah.
I have Kendrick
Fleming on third team. What about Sneed and Sasser?
You know who in that? You know who we forgetting?
What's that?
Don Chaney.
Oh yeah.
Don Chaney.
Don Chaney.
Don Chaney. Played
What
with
you got
Elton
on
Hayes.
that team?
Don Chaney on my second team.
Yep, I forgot he played. He won. I think he won a championship with the Celtics, if I'm not
Several
mistaken.
with the Celtics.
And the Rockets
Okay,
coach. He was
got
actually
all
coach
about
of the
him.
year and then got fired the next year.
I see him every now and then out here in this Katy area sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not in the best of health right now.
He what?
That's
not
an
in the best of
interesting
health
thing.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Bulls have had some good teams over the years. Of course, we all know they should have won that year. If they just hit the free throws, they'd have been champions.
What about Ollie Taylor?
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably be second team for me.
Y'all don't have Alvin?
I had Alvin on my second team.
They mentioned
I had Alvin on my second team.
He did.
I didn't have him on there, but I did have Kenny Juice Williams ahead of him because I remember him. He was pretty good. He went to Milby too, didn't he?
Yeah, Juice went to Milby.
Juice and Rob were cousins.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we get Juice on the show? Can somebody get us Juice?
I had it at one time. I played in a tournament with him. After he had left, we were in Pasadena and we were just hunting people. And he saw us, and this was before he coached Gulf Shores. He coached Gulf Shores, a private school, the charter schools to a title, and he was just having fun back then. So he's hard to catch up with. And I haven't seen Juice in years.
Okay. I saw an interview with Dr. J, and him and Ollie Taylor was on the same team up there in Rutgers.
Okay.
And I did not know.
Remember they played together at Rucker Park.
Right. Rutgers. Rucker
Park. Yeah, they did.
Right.
All right, guys. Now we got the next one. The next one's going to be even harder for you guys. Now pick your first team, and then we're going to go to the second team as well. Who's your first team, all Houston high school team? First team, hold on, that's hard. First team, all Houston high school basketball team.
I'm gonna just go who I saw. Okay. I got Clyde and Mike.
Yeah. We already started. We started 8 minutes ago.
Okay, I got Clyde and Mike. I saw Matt England, which you don't hardly hear that name no more. I
played
him
against Matt England.
He bad boy to me too.
Madison, he was.
Okay, it's in the click. Just click the link. Carver, just click the link.
They were
just click the link. The link, and it'll take you right
there.
Yeah. I think he went to LSU when he left Madison, right?
He did, and then he left, and then he came back to Rice at the end.
All right. If you can't get on, don't worry about it, Carver. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else, man.
Okay.
That's a good group.
Okay, hold on. The meeting number. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Well, my five is Rob.
Yeah, I didn't see Rob playing high school.
Number 816.
Yeah, I saw Rob several times.
5662. 816.
Sean Gay. Sean Gay from
Sean Gay, another one. Yeah, Sean. What about they told me Eddie Owens a bad boy now. I ain't seen him play.
Eddie Owens. He was before my time.
And the second set of numbers is another set of numbers.
Now I played against Carl Godin at Bundy down there. That was a bad boy, man.
Yeah. His brother was good.
I saw him.
Two numbers you need both of those numbers to get in.
Yeah, he was a bad boy, man.
Yeah,
he wasn't even playing it.
Godin and the Cashmere group, they won 80-something games in a row.
Yeah.
927-393.
My cousin was on that team. Carl Belcher was on that team.
Good. That's right. Hey man, he's a good dude. I know Belcher. Yeah. I knew his dad real well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belcher's a good guy.
So brother Stacy, are you surprised that the Knicks dominated like that?
I am. I had San Antonio winning that, to be honest with you. I thought them young boys were gonna get up there and do their thing. I thought Fox, I ain't gonna say I was disappointed. I don't know if the lights was just too big for him or he just had a bad series.
Goodness.
I don't know, man. I don't want to just throw him under the bus like that.
He had a high ankle sprain. Football players don't even play with high ankle sprains. You see how he was limping?
Yeah, he was.
That's a fact. He did have a bad series, but that high ankle sprain did not help. He could not cut.
Yeah, you could tell he wasn't moving around like his normal self.
He was just out there.
We got to be honest, guys, though. Celtics. No, the Knicks were a team. They were a team. They had chemistry. They played together. They worked together. And Jalen Brunson, he's a superstar. And how did Dallas let him get away? That was a stupid thing. But Jalen Brunson is at another level. I mean, they could not stop him. And
let me ask you this. If Jalen stays at Dallas, I don't think we see this version of Jalen because you had Luka there. I don't know if we'd ever got a chance to see this version.
Development.
Right.
I agree with him.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I love his game, but I don't know if we'd got a chance. He'd got a chance to develop like he did.
Do
You
you
know,
remember
and
when Luka was hurt and
yeah.
wasn't playing those first games in the playoffs? He
Oh,
averaged like something
I
like
agree with
38
you.
points a game.
I agree
So
with
he was
you.
showing that.
Yeah, I agree with you. He was playing well when Luka was out. But I'm just talking about once Luka come back, you know they're gonna feature Luka, and then you probably wouldn't have saw that ball in his hand as much
Well,
like you do now.
in my opinion, that's the coach problem that he couldn't get the most out of both of them. Maybe that's why
Hmm.
your boy Jason Kidd is not here anymore, coaching
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
So,
Yeah, but that
Luka's
was
a
4 or
ball
5 years
dominant
ago.
guard. I
And that was
mean,
4 or 5 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah. That
I
Luka's a
still
ball
say it's up
dominant
to the
guard.
coach to get the best out of both of them.
Yeah, but he never got a chance because Jalen wanted to leave. His dad was already coaching in New York.
Yeah, his dad was there.
Yeah, so he
Oh, it
wanted
was
to
a good
leave.
decision on his part.
Yeah. I mean,
Very
Basically,
good decision.
going into the series, they had a
mhm.
picture of Jalen Brunson and a picture of Victor Wembanyama, and it showed, of course, the significant difference in height. And you're like,
Right.
wow, who's gonna make a bigger impact on this series? Is what I was thinking. Now you would think that it would have been
Now,
the big 7'6" guy, but no,
now
it was
just
a 6'1"
just to be
guy.
fair,
The
now
six
I
foot
watched
one guy
Jalen.
had a way more impact than that 7'6" guy.
Yeah,
Brunson
I watched Jalen.
outscored. Go ahead.
I watched Jalen all through college. I always was a Jalen Brunson fan. I watched him at Villanova. I thought Villanova coach was an outstanding coach when it came to developing them players, man. I watched Jalen through college, and I was surprised he didn't go first round. Me personally, I thought he was gonna go first round, probably late first round. He went second round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
I
went
thought he was
second
gonna
round.
go first round.
Well,
But I didn't see this version of Jalen. I thought he'd be a solid pro. Let me put it like that.
he outscored all three of the Spurs guards in that last game.
Mhm.
Fox, Castle, and Harper. He scored all three of them combined.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
goodness. And look at the shooting splits. The shooting splits in this game was horrible. The Spurs was 38, 32, and 67. Have you ever seen a shooting split like that? And well, you lose 38. But look at the Knicks. The Knicks shooting splits was 36, 32, and 71. I don't think I've
yeah,
ever seen a team win shooting 36% from the field, 32%
yeah.
from the free throw from the 3-point line, and 71% from the free throw line. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Never.
Now they not no. All them guys are really better off the bounce type players. They not no spot up shooters. I think if San Antonio could get them a solid power forward to help Wemby and maybe a spot up shooter, now you're looking at a different series or a healthy Fox. Maybe maybe we don't even have this discussion if Fox healthy. I don't know.
Stephon
I can
Castle
see them
shot
picking up
less
a
than
Bobby Portis.
36% in three of
Mhm.
the 5 games. Stephon Castle shot less than 36%.
Yeah.
Fox shot
Well,
less
well,
than 38% in 4 of the 5 games.
Castle never was a jump shooter. He was more of a slasher. Him and Harper, they kind of got the same kind of game. If you ask me, Harper just shoot a little bit better from the outside than Castle, but they got the same kind of game to me. I mean, as far as driving to get to the basket. What's the other guy named Vessel? What's his name?
Vassell.
Vassell.
He's
I like him
Champagne.
streaky.
too.
He's streaky. Maybe if you
He
could
is
have got a
streaky.
couple more games consistently from him,
Yeah.
maybe series a little different. Because the first two, you didn't even know you was there.
Well, the
Game.
game 5, you lost because of your guards. Your starting guards combined for
Mhm.
13 points on 4 of 25 shooting, 1 of
Yeah.
11 from 3-point line. You can't win
Yeah.
that way.
Well, they not shooters. That's why I say that's not their strengths. They more drive to the basket or 15 on in type players. They not. Harper wasn't like that at Rutgers when he's playing over there. He's more of a slasher. He drive to the
Well, as a
basket. He always
result,
had. Yeah.
I
as a
think those
result,
guys going to develop though. They're young, and
Yeah, they're young. They're young.
yeah,
as a
they're
result,
going to develop, and they're going to be
De'Aaron,
tearing up the league for the next few years.
Well,
as
I
a
mean,
result,
that's
De'Aaron
that to
Fox
me.
is not on
That's
the
a wait
trade
and
blocks,
see.
guys.
That's a wait
De'Aaron
and see
Fox is
with
on the
them,
trade
right?
blocks.
Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. OKC. Now, I'm a big Williams fan. He didn't play that much in that series.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think San Antonio still get by with a healthy him out there playing? Now you got him and the other guy you got to worry about.
Probably
And
not. Probably not.
yeah,
So that guy's a
that's what I think
dog when
about.
he's
Yeah,
healthy. He's a
he's a
dog.
bad boy, man.
Mm-hmm. He's a
It
So
dog when
remains
he's
to be
out.
seen because San
yeah.
Antonio, they got the talent. They, in my opinion, they have more talent than New York, but New York is a team. They are
Yeah.
a group of still individual talents that don't know how to play together as well as New York did. That was the
Mhm.
difference in the series, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
He,
But
you
you
he
know,
had a
came
young
down.
coach too now. You had a coach that was young. He did, he could have did the serving. We on the outside looking in. I don't know if he didn't want to mess up them guys' confidence. That's why he didn't want to mess with that rotation. You have to think about that. That's a young team, and they probably confidence could be fragile, especially at this moment if you get to go changing a whole lot of stuff.
The
Next
Knicks
year might be a little
outplayed
bit. Go ahead.
the Knicks outplayed the Spurs
Mm-hmm.
in every fourth quarter except one. They outplayed the Spurs. They
Yeah.
just executed their game plan better. The Spurs was taking 3-point shots instead of trying to
Yeah.
go to the basket. Viviano 7'5", and he out there
Yeah.
taking 3-point shots instead of down there posting up down low. What you doing
But
way out here? Come
so
on
you
Jay,
got
do
in.
you think the Knicks can repeat?
no. I
Wow,
do
that's
not.
gonna be tough.
The owner already
Oh
said
wow,
not
I
gonna
don't think
spend no
so.
money.
I think they can, but I don't think they will. I think they
Yeah.
can, but I don't think they will.
I don't
Because
know. I
Phil,
mean, if
what
you
you
got a
think?
healthy, I'm talking about Boston Celtics. Say you got to say they add a couple of pieces. Maybe Philly get a little better. Uh, maybe add a couple of pieces. Miami might add some pieces. I don't know. It might be a pretty hard thing for New York to do as far as repeat. I think a lot of things fell in their way with injuries to other teams and kind of like helped them out a little bit. As far as that road. You know, Philly never
I
did.
agree with
Philly never
that,
did
but
do nothing.
you got to give them
he,
credit. You got to give them credit
Yeah, I ain't taking
overall.
nothing
They
away
have
from
the
him, but I
right
just thought
combination of players
that
at the right
injuries,
time.
yeah, those injuries kind of helped them out. Boston wasn't at full strength. Like I said, Philly, you had Embiid and what's the guy that came from Los Angeles? That played forward for them.
Maxi?
No,
What
the
position?
one that he pretty good. He about 6'7", 6'8", smooth.
You
Played
talking
for the
about Paul
Clippers.
George?
Yeah, Paul George. If Paul George,
Oh, sure.
he wasn't on top of his game. They got a nice backcourt. Philly do. So I mean, they might be some problems next year if they add a
I
couple
don't think
people.
so. I don't think so because Embiid always gets hurt. Every time playoffs roll
If
around,
Embiid can have
Embiid
good
is in and
health,
out.
they got a chance.
Yeah,
It's up to Embiid and how well
yeah,
he's playing.
yeah.
In my opinion, he's not one of the top 75 yet. He hasn't
Nah,
done it.
nah. Now he ain't been on that flow long enough to do that.
He
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
hurt every year in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
he
Every
is that.
year. He always breaks down. The teams that I think that got the best chance of beating the Knicks next season will be the Spurs, OKC Thunder, the Denver Nuggets, and the Boston Celtics. Depending on what they do with Jaylen Brown.
Hey,
Yeah.
Phil,
Those
what
are
do
the
you
best teams.
think?
Those
Will
are
the
the four
Knicks
best teams.
repeat next year?
Say it again.
Phil, do you think the Knicks?
Well,
Phil.
they haven't had anybody
I
do it
do
in the
not.
last 8 years. Okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
I don't see them
You're right.
repeating.
So it's possible, not likely,
I
but
like
not
it.
Yeah.
impossible. They have the nucleus, they have the coach, they have the hunger.
Mhm.
They prove they can do it. And it's a whole lot harder to stay up there than it is to get there.
And
So,
who free agents this year? Because that owner say he wasn't going.
well,
He
they
talking
got
about
some, but
money.
they're
A
gonna
lot of people
retain, they're gonna
afraid.
retain who they need to retain. So that's not gonna
Right.
be the issue for them. The
Mhm.
bottom line is the East is gonna be even better. Don't think Detroit is not
Right.
gonna come back. Don't think
Detroit. Yeah,
and Edgecombe and Maxey can beat you by themselves on any given night. So
yeah.
if you get anything out of the rest of them at some point, then Boston's not going to lay down. That depends on their
Mhm.
situation. What if they acquire some more talent? What
Yeah.
if they can, but the East is going to be a little different, but I wouldn't rule New York out.
I thought Detroit missed that young man that got in trouble for gambling or something. Or did he owe some people? What's that guy name? Malik something. I can't. Maybe he got in trouble. He didn't play this past year. He
What
took a
team he
lot of
play
them.
for?
He played for Detroit year before last. He got in trouble. Remember, he got in trouble with money or something. I don't know if he got in trouble with gambling or something happened. Malik
I'm
played
trying
for
to hit on
Detroit
Richard.
Pistons. Not this
Okay.
past
Are
year,
you talking
last year.
about Terry Rozier?
No, Malik. That boy name is
Or
Malik.
Malik Rose?
Yeah, but I think
No,
he signed.
not
So
Rose.
I don't think he played for them this year. He didn't
No,
play.
he didn't. No, he didn't play. I said last year. He
Right,
was
but
the
I
one
think he
taking a
left
lot
the
of their
team.
shots. Doing the one that was dating Scottie Pippen ex-wife for a little while.
Yeah, but I think
That
he
boy
signed
named
with
Malik
somebody
something.
else. I think he had signed with somebody else.
No, he ain't signed. He didn't play at all. He didn't play at all. He got in trouble with the league. He had owed some money, some back money for like rental property and something else.
Insurance fraud. Yeah, I know you're talking about that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah.
Okay.
That's why he used to take a lot of big shots for them year before last. He wasn't scared to take them shots, and they ain't had that this past year outside of the young man Kate.
Hey, real quick, who is that we have on the Zoom call? Is that Carbon Holcomb? Carbon, can you hear us? Carbon Holcomb?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get on. Hold on.
Excuse me?
He said he's trying to see if he can get on.
Yeah, he's still trying to get on. Okay, go ahead. I didn't want to ignore the guy. Okay.
Okay, Jeff.
Go ahead.
What do you say about the Rockets? What do they need to do?
All right, the Rockets, it still comes down to Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant want to stay, I want to keep him. If he want to be moved, then I want to find the best deal I can find that's going to help this team now and moving forward. So that's going to be the key. I have not heard what his plans are. Does he want to be moved? Does he want to stay in Houston? That's going to come down to that. If he want to stay here, then what I want to do is all we have now is the 2 for second round picks we have. We have no first round pick again. Mm-hmm. It seems like we never have first round picks. And so but we do have 2 second round picks. Now, Stacy Belcher.
Yeah.
The earliest of our second round picks is number 39, the 9th pick of the second round. In your opinion, what do you think the chances that they can find somebody at number 39 that can make this team, in your opinion?
I think they would have to probably go cross seas. I don't think nobody in college right now. Yeah. Okay. But let's say get one of them older guys that's been playing in college a little while. Okay. And maybe got a little experience. I didn't see a whole lot in college this year outside of them first maybe top 10 guys they be talking about in the draft that's going this first round.
Right.
They haven't even been talking a whole lot about guys from cross seas this much this year. Normally they talk a lot about them, so maybe them guys staying put for right now, cross seas.
It's not a good year for cross seas people. As far as the top 10, it's not a good year for them.
So, I think the Rockets going to be in that. Yeah, and let me back up a little bit. Let me back up before I go there. I was not impressed with Udoka in making adjustments. Mm-hmm. I thought I expected more from him, especially being assistant coach with Pop up there. I just expected a little more better adjustments being made, and he didn't do that to me. And
I think he needs a better offensive. I think he needs an offensive
I don't
coach.
know. The offense, it's just little like the Lakers when they were trapping them. I mean, that's almost middle school type stuff. You ought to make adjustments in the pros. Right. Hey, you shouldn't. They already showed you that in the regular season. Then you turn around in the playoffs too. That shouldn't have happened.
Well, he has the coaching staff there. They're there to help. So they have no benefit to him.
Say it again.
The way he has the coaching staff there. So that
I'm just talking about on him alone, sitting under Pop all them years. Okay. You would think he would have a little more wisdom in making some type of adjustments, and he didn't do that. I don't know if
his players make boneheaded plays. They make some boneheaded plays.
That too, but still, the coach, you still got to make some type of adjustment. Even if you just move one guy from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor, something. You can't just keep the same look and let them do this, attack you in the same angles. You got to do something.
They need some shooters, man. They need some shooters.
That too, but I think what's the name? If he healthy, that'll help. The young man that was hurt this past year, the point guard.
Yeah.
That would help.
Van Fleet.
Yeah, that would help. Now you ain't got to worry about some of the guys handling the ball that don't need to be handling the ball like that, or trying to make them playmakers. And you can utilize Kevin Durant as a scorer when you need it. Then you can take the other young man, Thompson. I think his name Thompson. What's that? He got a twin, bro. Take him off the ball. He's more of an athlete more than he is a skilled basketball player. Yeah, he's not a skilled basketball player right now. That probably come, but right now, no. Smith is the one I'm disappointed in. I ain't see too much development in him at all.
Tara Eason is my biggest disappointment.
Jabari Smith. Tara Eason went backwards. I don't know if the coach had him in a doghouse or what. He went way back.
I can tell you what happened. See, Jabari got his contract last summer. And when it was time for Tara to get his, he didn't get his because he wanted all his money to be guaranteed, and the Rockets was not going to guarantee all of it because he misses a substantial amount of the season every year he's been in the league. He's always hurt. So because of that, he didn't reach his contract, get his contract, and then after that, he sunk. He sunk.
Yeah.
The rest of the season, he sunk, and he did not play up to his abilities. I still think that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, and I think he depended too much on the young man from Turkey that they had playing center. He all right. I mean, they brag on him like he better than what he is. When I watch him, I'm just not impressed with him myself.
Well, I am, considering the guy went 16th overall in the draft. I mean, he's had an outstanding career up to this point. Guy went 16th. He didn't go 1, 2, or 3.
I ain't worried about, but he played cross seas, so he already came here as experienced basketball player. So they like
he's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists a game.
I know the numbers say. I'm watching him play as a player. You got a lot of dudes that can get numbers and don't change the outcome of the game. He got that kind of game. It's not really changing a whole lot. He got some good numbers, but when you watch him, it's not really changing the outcome of the game. You got a lot of players. He's not the only one like that in the league. You got a lot of. I think about Devin Booker, played for Phoenix. Nice game, but the game is not impactful. It's not. You know what I mean? Yeah, that type of impact on the game. Right. So he has some nice numbers because he's playing a lot of minutes. They run the offense through him, so he's gonna have some nice numbers. When I watch his game, though, I'm just not impressed with his game. It's just not the way they talk about it. Like he's gonna be a superstar.
Again, folks, this is Stacy Belcher. Played for the Jack X High School basketball team. I also went on to play for Fire Slammer Jammer. So thank you, Stacy, for coming. Go ahead, Carl.
Okay. In my opinion, the Rockets totally messed up by not having a backup or another player that can play point guard. And that's inexcusable. You can find him pretty much anywhere. That was inexcusable. You just throwing players out there and expecting them to handle the ball. That was one of the big problems. And that's the problem with the GM, coach also. But what would I do this year? I'd bring back Van Fleet or trade him, but I'd give me a good backup. I might get that in the second round, Jeff. A good backup.
Hey,
but
Dennis Schroeder's available.
I would get rid of I would trade Durant because I disagree with you, Stacey. I thought Jabari Smith showed some improvement. They need to focus on him. I thought he's supposed to be a 2010 man, and he was getting close to that this year. But they put so much emphasis on Durant. I think he did not live up to his ability. But I will tell you this, Amen Thompson should be a small forward like his brother, not trying to play guard. He shouldn't be trying to play guard, and then you go and get you a big guard. I might make the trade for if I could trade Durant and maybe Shagun for Jaylen Brown, I would do that. I would do that.
Yeah, who you gonna put at center if you do that?
Clint Capella or Steven Adams.
No, I'm not putting no Quint out there. No, I'd rather stick with Shagun than before I put Capella. Capella more like a player out there.
But you need somebody all the time.
Huh?
And Adams get hurt all the time.
If I can
he look good. He look good. He look good playing with James Harden.
Brown, I would consider that because he's instant offense, and I had him as the MVP this year. But I don't know what the Rockets going to do. They got to do something because they're losing their fan base a little bit by not. Yeah. They lost in the first round both these last years, and Houston ain't gonna put up with that much. But okay, we'll see. Now we are glad that the Comets are coming back though.
I think some of that got to do with that owner not wanting to spend that much money. Me personally, I think that's why they didn't bring a backup point guard in here. He just told that coach to make it work with what to do, what you have. You're right. They did need a backup point guard. You had some people on the market.
It's GM fault, guys. That's not so much the coach. He can only coach what they give him.
No, I get that part. But
the GM is not doing his. We let him off the hook. Nobody's mentioned that.
Let me say this.
He is not.
The GM can only do what that owner allow him to do. That's why I take everything back to the owner. So we don't know what the owner. We don't know what the owner tell him what to do and what not to do. Now I don't want to spend that much money for that.
How do you petition the owner? How do you go to the owner and say, "Hey, look, this is what we need"? I do not think Petito will not pay for what he needs.
Just my opinion about Patino. I used to watch him on that little food show he used to have, and he's real tight with his money, man. And I was surprised when he bought the Rockets, to be honest with you, because I never got the impression
Bringing
he
the
was one
Connors
of them
back
kind.
too. So that says a lot right
Yeah,
there.
that. I mean, I'm not disputing that part, but I'm just talking about for we just looking at the big picture, trying to bring a championship team here. He wasn't the owner that would come to mind.
What
That's
do they
spending
call
that kind
Hot
of money.
Pines Pavilion now, Stacy?
Huh?
What do they call Hot Pines Pavilion now?
He did that for tax write-offs.
It matters that it bears his
That,
name.
that, that. Tax write-off and putting money in the Rockets organization are two different things.
Okay, now here's another one then. What about
Yeah.
all the casinos, all the hotels? So
I'm
we're
not
talking about
debating. I'm
money.
not debating he making money in that. I'm saying him
No, we
taking
talking about
the
spending
resources and putting it in the
it.
Rockets.
But you have to spend it to make it.
But he's not spending it. That's my point. You just made my point for me. You just named all the resources he have available to him, but it's not showing up in this environment with the
but let's
Rockets.
get back to the GM. Let's get back to the GM. He get paid too.
Yeah.
I'll say this, that you could have got a good player like Toronto got Sneed. They got a couple other. You look around the league. You got Dennis Schroeder. They could have picked him up.
Yeah,
you got a lot of different players. They could have.
No excuse. You're right. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse for that. For what they did, not getting a good backup.
That's not
in
the
that
owner's
situation.
fault. That's the
excuse at all.
GM. Yeah.
Hey Phil, tell us about A-Rocket.
I know I get y'all when y'all say the GM make the decision, but the person that writes your paycheck gonna tell that GM. I don't care what you say, it's still gonna take. But you gotta go back to the person that write these checks, man. And if I tell you not to do that, then you ain't gonna do it. I don't care what you coming back. If I don't want to spend no more money, I'm not gonna spend no more money.
I agree with that, but I don't believe that was the case. They could have got a player that could have played that position.
Okay, but did they get it? Did they get it? And you saying the GM got enough sense to bring? Well, I'm just saying. Let me back up. You saying the GM got enough know-how to bring Kevin Durant in here, but he ain't got enough know-how to bring a backup point guard in?
And back to what you said earlier, the owner signed off on it.
That's what I said. That's why I think it's that owner.
Not sign off on something you need. Look, I work at a place where if I need $2 to move somebody where they need to be moved, you think the owner not going to provide the $2 and knowing I can't do it with just brute strength? Now, with that lead in, let's talk about A-Rocket Moving and Storage, a full service sponsor of this show, service company that we do intrastate, interstate. We know moving is frustrating, moving is tiresome, but don't you want a relationship with someone who can get the job done? That would be A-Rocket Moving and Storage, located in 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. Been around since 1959. The owners were Arlene and Herbert Sam, who had a vision. They convened to do everything they wanted to do, and then they even had a son who can carry on the business as he does right now, DeAndre Sam. He's the owner, and A-Rocket is one of the top little big moving companies in the country. You see our trucks all over Houston. Been doing the moves for corporations, residential, and 2 very satisfied members of their moving fraternity, Jeffrey with the IRS, Carl with his personal move. And all you got to do is give us a call, 713-748-6024. We have a 62,000 square foot warehouse, climate control, and we house items actually for the Houston Rockets right now. We house items also for hospitals, corporations all over the country, United Airlines. So give us a call. We'll take the time to answer your residential questions, your commercial questions, all your office questions. 713-748-6024. DeAndre Sam, Philip Green, A-Rocket Moving and Storage.
All right. I vouch for them. Very strong moving company. Work with you. They made my daughter happy, and that was my number one thing. And so shout out to A-Rocket. Guys, who has been watching the WNBA? It's been really interesting. Stacey, have you watched any of WNBA?
I have not. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not.
Well, they just had a game yesterday. Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark. It went down to the wire. And at the end of the day, Angel Reese and her team won it. Now, she's on a better team this year, and she's playing a pivotal part in that team. She has Alicia Young, Hillman, and other ladies on her team that are playing top notch. Now, Caitlin Clark hit 26 points yesterday. She was fired up and playing, but they lost to the Dream, Atlanta Dream, 109 to 101. So these games are going high up there in the stratosphere of basketball. Jeff, what's your comment?
Angel Reese has got her game is coming along now. In the last 5 games, Angel Reese is averaging 19 points, 14 rebounds a game in the last 5 games. So she's really got it going on. But my girl, Angel Wilson leads the WNBA in points per game, blocks per game, as well as 4th in rebounds. That is the face of the WNBA, is Angel Wilson. That's the girl. 26 points a game, 9 rebounds with over 2 blocks a game. Now she's got it going on. Right now, the hottest team in the league right now is the Liberty. The Liberty won 8 straight games. So they got it going on right now. It was the Atlanta Dream, but the Atlanta Dream lost the game. But the Liberty, they won 8 straight.
You got to mention the Minnesota.
So how's Dallas doing up there?
Minnesota Lynx, who are up there, they still have the top record in the league.
Yep, they do. 12-3. And they won 9 of the last 10 as well. Olivia Miles. Philip, you take it from there. Olivia Miles. Tell us about Olivia Miles, Philip.
Top rookie in the league. And everybody else. It's Olivia and everybody else.
Is that the young lady played at TCU?
That's her.
Yes, and played at Notre Dame, right? Yeah.
Came from Notre Dame.
Yeah, I liked it when she was playing at Notre Dame and TCU. Yeah, that little young lady can ball. You know what I like? I don't watch a lot of WNBA, but what's the little young lady that played at Paige something? I think her name Paige.
Played at Connecticut. Played
at Connecticut. Remember she tore her knee up or something? Yeah, I do like watching her play. They drafted another little. What happened to the young lady that played at Notre Dame when they won that championship?
The doggo, she's still there.
She's bad. That's a bad girl.
Yeah. No. She had an African last name. She should be in the WNBA maybe about 4 or 5 years now.
Azizi Fudd?
No, Azizi Fudd came out.
She played guard. She played guard, hit that jumper. They helped them win the championship.
Right now. She plays for Seattle.
Okay. I used to like to watch her play too. I forgot her name, but I used to like to watch her play.
What?
It was another young lady I'm leaving out too, though.
Olivia Miles right now is averaging 19 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. So she's right now running away with Rookie of the Year.
And who she play for again?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay.
12-3.
And Minnesota still had that forward.
Huh?
Yeah. And Minnesota still had that forward that was pretty decent last year.
She's been out. Okay. She'll be back.
Okay.
You got the Aces sitting in 2nd place over in the West at 11-4. Golden State, the 2nd-year expansion team, is in the 3rd spot over in the West at 10-5. You got to give them a lot of credit, man. To be sitting at 10-5.
And Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams is one of the top international players.
Yeah. Okay. They had what about Seattle? They had a young lady that's pretty good up there.
Seattle's horrible. Seattle's
but they had a young lady that played guard up there. She's pretty good. Is she still up there? She played last year.
I think you're talking about Skylar Diggins.
Not Skylar. Skylar played at Notre Dame. This other girl played shooting guard. I think that was Seattle.
They got a rookie with Flage though, so they got Flage.
Nah, this young lady said she's been in the league. Rookie. I can't think of her name. She's been in the league maybe about 3 or 4 years now. It might not be Seattle. No, she had an American name.
Okay. Well, Enrique went to Notre Dame, and she plays for the Dallas Wings, who have really transformed with Paris Bucher as well as AZ Fudd, and they blew out the Los Angeles Aces in one game. But then, it's gonna be tough when they get to the playoffs.
Maybe that young lady did she do the Vegas team? Well, did they have a young lady play for them last year that were pretty good? Maybe in the backcourt?
Several. Talking about Gray.
Last year. Yeah, what was her first name? What was her first name?
Alicia Gray?
I think that's who I'm thinking about. I think that was Vegas she played for.
And then you have another one that they have several point guards.
The one I'm thinking about by my complexion. She played shooting guard. I don't think she played point guard because she could score pretty good.
Well, I'll
I
say
used to
this
watch.
here, Stacy. I'll
Yeah.
say this here. Seattle
Uh,
right now is the Houston Comets' #1 competition for the #1 pick in the draft next summer. So I have a question for you guys. I need you guys to answer this
You got
question.
Jackie Young.
If you're the Houston Comets, you're now next year, you're 2027 now. My question is this: you got the #1 pick in the entire draft. If Minnesota says, hey, we're going to offer you Olivia Miles for that first pick in the entire draft, if you're the Comets GM, Philip, I'm going to go with you first.
You did the right thing.
Do you trade that pick?
No, you do not. You take Juju coming out.
You take Juju.
Because first of all, Minnesota would be sick to offer her up after the season's work average. There's no way.
First of all, Minnesota do that, Jeff.
So Juju coming out?
Okay, but I'm asking if they did, if they want Juju, let's
they're not going to do that, so I wouldn't waste
Juju.
my time.
Oh yeah, if Juju coming out, I'm keeping that pick.
Many teams have done
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah, you're not doing that. You're not trading.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. If Juju coming out, I'm keeping that pick.
Okay, you're keeping that pick. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. If y'all was willing to do that. But right now, that's your competition to Seattle. Seattle is 1 game ahead of the Suns, who's going to be the Comets. Say 1 game ahead of them in the race for that #1 pick.
Okay.
If we don't get the first pick, my question is, Philip, who else is coming out? Who you think will go #2? Who could help the Comets? Do you have anybody? Can you tell me about?
Well, the WNBA has so much talent coming in and out. I mean,
yeah.
It's subjective. I mean, how the tournament goes, you got to see who comes up out of that, and they have to stay for a year. So to be honest, I don't think Juju can even come out. I think she has 1 more year because she redshirted.
Oh, no, I thought she was coming out next year.
No, I think she has
because she tore her ACL or something.
She
right?
did, but so that's more or less a red shirt because she didn't play at all last year.
Mm-hmm.
So she can come out next summer because that counts.
No, it does not. Because she wants.
I was told that she would be.
I mean, if they fix it where she can, then that would be nice. That would be nice. But I mean, the players coming out of there. I mean, it depends on what you need too. You always have to look at that. Sometimes you draft the best available player. Sometimes you draft who's. I mean, Juju is if she comes out, you definitely take her. Madison.
I would like to see how her game is now that she had that injury. She's still that.
It's gonna be the same. Lots of people have ACLs. I mean, Brianna Stewart had a couple of them, and look at her. But I also know Madison Booker's coming out too, probably from UT. She's real good.
I would certainly
and Hidalgo. That's a lot.
I'd spend a couple of million to get Liz Cambridge, a 6'9" girl from Australia who has a very prominent OnlyFans page, but she played international this summer, and she was tearing the girl up from the Kalani Brown. And if you watch her, she could dominate a little bit in the league. She just had a bad personality, but I would sign her. I think she could come in and make you legitimate in the beginning. So I signed Liz Cabbage at 6'9".
Well, she's been playing in the league, Colin. She hasn't just tore the league up. She's been well. But
I know she's improved since that time, though, in my opinion.
Well, we'll see. The league has improved too, but
that's true.
I would sign her. I mean, if you can get her, you get her.
Yeah, I mean, check out some of her latest highlights playing. She's dominated where she was. So we'll see.
Well, you're excited about that OnlyFans page, Carl. Let's just be honest.
Please, you got me.
You more excited about.
You got me. I watch it every day. Okay, all right. Hey, Jeff, tell us about the Texans and what is expected.
Well, the Texans right now, of course, they've gone through all their off-season training activities. They've gone through their mini training camp and all that. So they finished with all that. So now they go to regular training camp the latter part of next month. So you got roughly about 5 weeks before they go to regular training camp. But right now, I'm hearing they're very happy with some of their draft picks. I mean, the biggest surprise is the guy they took in the 6th round, the guy Lewis Bond. They say that guy, if Tank Dell is not ready to go, if he's not ready to go, Lewis Bond is going to be the biggest benefactor because right now he's playing that slot spot and he went in the 6th round, but he is looking really good. They like that guy. And of course, they like Caden McDonald, and they lost the offensive tackle they took in the 1st round. So I like what they did in the offseason. I like the draft. I like the guys they took in free agency as far as after the draft was ended. So, but I still think they're going to make 1 or 2 more signings between now and training camp.
Can I pose a question about the Texans real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And this was concerning CJ. And I always had this debate with one of my old teammates, Keldrick Martin. And CJ, everybody was on him about, him playing bad in the playoffs last year, right? And me, I was thinking because he didn't have that same receiving core like he had beginning of the season versus the end of the season, what's his name tore his knee up. What's the guy? I thought that could help. We'd have brought. I thought we should have brought him back, but he didn't come back. The one went to New England.
Diggs, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I thought we should have brought him back. I know he tore his knee up, but then the other guy got hurt in the playoff when we played Pittsburgh. Yeah, so now he got the people he used to seeing out there, they're not out there anymore, and now he's seeing all this pressure coming toward him. And people was on about it. I said, man, that's a lot to endure. Your main core not out there, your running back not out there, and it's all on you now. And you don't have a lot of people to, throw that ball to. I think it's just, I thought that's, that's what I was saying. I felt that, maybe if you had that core, if he played like that and you had that core out there and he still, then I say I would look at him different. But you got to give him something to work with, man. And I thought that was everybody a little too hard on him, me personally. I like to see them once they surround him with some better, receiving core. Let's see how things go. If I think he's playing a little bit. Yeah, that too. So there's a lot of stuff. I like, man. I ain't out there running from those dudes 300 pounds running a 4.2 or 4.4. That's easy for us to say. I mean, they ain't trying to tackle us.
And to your point, Stacy, I still just couldn't get over the lick he took in the Denver game that knocked him out for a few games on that.
Yeah, man. That's a lot, man.
That's one of the most brutal hits out, and he got one year before, and he got 1 year before too in New York. So he's had 2 major ones in the last 2 years.
So it's like, man, I thought people, was just on him a little too much considering what he had to work with. And it's like, man, I was like, golly, man, it's easy for us to talk on the sideline. I know nobody chasing after us.
All right, guys, before we go, my question is here. As far as the NBA free agents, tell me where you think they're going to end up. It's real quick. Jaylen Brown, where's he going to end up, Stacy? Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. Where's he going to end up? I'm thinking
Milwaukee.
Oh, okay, Milwaukee. Interesting. Yep. Carl, where do you think he's going to end up? Jaylen Brown.
Houston.
Whoa, okay. I like that. Because I'm also hearing Houston is interested in him because you remember Udoka used to be his coach. So I'm hearing they're interested. It's just a matter of whether or not they can work out the deal as far as what they're going to give up. What about Giannis? Where you guys think Giannis going to go? Oh, hold on, Phil. Where do you think Jaylen Brown going to go?
Milwaukee, like he said. That's the only way they're going to get him in Boston. He's going to be part of the trade to get him there.
Yep.
Okay. Giannis. Well, yeah. So Phil, you saying Giannis going to end up in Boston?
If he's going to be moved to Boston, then Jaylen has to go to Milwaukee. Yeah.
Unless it's a 3 or 4 team deal. Okay, got it.
But even if it's a 3 or 4 team deal, then that means if Houston's trying to get him from Boston, you got to give up something too. And I just don't think we have enough draft capital or players to give up. So I think that rules us out. I think it's Milwaukee.
Houston has a lot of draft capital to fill.
I mean, for right now. No. I mean, they want to win right now. They're not talking about future picks. No.
Okay. All right.
You got to have salary. You got to match salaries.
Yeah.
John Morant. Where y'all think John Morant going to end up? Stacey, where you got John Morant going?
Ooh, that is a good one, man. I have no idea. I forgot all about him, man.
What about you for Carl? Where you got John Morant going?
New Orleans.
Okay, that's an interesting spot. That's a good possibility. He could end up in New Orleans. That's a good pick, Carl. What about LeBron James? Where y'all think LeBron? Phil, where you think LeBron going to end up?
I think he's going to stay right where he is.
Okay, in LA. They can give him the most money than anybody. They can give him more money than anybody.
It's the best chance for him to win right now with the family intact, with the business situations intact. And he can draw people there too, some way or another. On a shoestring budget, they can get players to come there.
Yeah.
Okay. Good point. What about you, Stacey? Where do you think LeBron going?
I think same thing. Stay where he is. He's gonna stay put.
Stay where he is. Carl, what do you think? You think he can stay in LA?
Cleveland.
Oh, Carl ain't going to Cleveland.
It's not
Yeah,
impossible,
he's
but I
gonna go
just
to
don't think
Cleveland
it's
and
not
he's
impossible.
gonna become part owner.
Whoa, Carl, where did you get that from?
With the
Carl,
way
where you
Dan
get that
Gilbert
from?
treated him, I think that won't happen, but I think he could go back. But if he becomes an owner in the league, it won't be in Cleveland, as long as Dan Gilbert owns him.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point, Carl. He makes a good point there.
What
Okay,
about Morant to
interesting.
Miami?
Ooh, I don't see him playing for Eric
Pat
Spoelstra.
Riley.
I don't see it.
Okay, yeah.
That's too much structure. It's too much structure. It's too structured. I don't see him. That's not gonna
Yeah.
work. Hey,
You
this
can
one
learn
I'm
something
also hearing.
somewhere.
I'm hearing the Brooklyn Nets are looking to get off some of their salary, and they're looking to move forward Michael Porter. Also, they're looking to move Claxton. If you guys are the Rockets GM, are you interested in either one of those players? Forward Michael Porter, who averaged 24 points a game last season and 7 rebounds. Are any one of y'all interested in him if you're a Rockets GM?
I like both of them.
I say no, but I think Claxton would probably be a nice little fit for Atlanta Hawks, since didn't he play college in that area or something, Georgia Tech or something?
Did he? Okay.
I think he played at Georgia. That probably wouldn't be a bad little fit for him down there.
Okay, so if you're Houston GM, you're not interested in either one of those players.
I am.
You are.
Porter, yeah.
I would
Porter.
take
Okay, Phil, which one you are? You interested in Porter?
I mean, you can't have both of them probably, but
No, you can't have both.
They both would fit here to help this team do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't work. The salaries between the two of them add up to $63 million.
That's not what you asked.
Right.
That's not what you asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get him. I didn't say you could get him.
Would you trade Durant for Porter?
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
I mean, I was thinking because of the age.
Don't want to go back
I
to
wouldn't do that.
Brooklyn.
No.
So what, Carl?
He's not going to want to go back to Brooklyn.
No doubt.
Right. Yeah, you're right. He's not going to go back to Brooklyn. There's no way he's going to win now. But remember, Houston has Brooklyn's pick next year's draft. So if they are a horrible team, that's a lottery pick. Houston has a right to swap picks. They got to swap. That's in the James Harden. That's the last thing they owe us from the Harden trade. But also Phoenix owes us 2 first-round picks from that trade as well. So they still got 3 first-round picks still coming from that, from the Harden trade.
I believe Giannis is going to end up with the Lakers. That's my opinion. I think they're going to get rid of some of that excess players and salaries so that they can be in the market to get him. They're not going to
trade for him, huh?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Maybe even Austin Reeves.
That's my next question, Carl.
Austin Reeves,
do you think he's going to stay in LA? Do y'all think Austin Reeves going to stay in LA?
I don't. I think he's going to take that money.
Okay. What about you, Phil? You think Austin Reeves going to stay in LA?
Well, it's better for him, but it's better for the Lakers to move him because they can get more capital with the money, and if they trade him, they can get some. He's valuable. He's very valuable.
Yeah, he got some value.
Yeah.
Okay. I also hear the Lakers are trying to get Jalen Duren, the center from Detroit.
Detroit be crazy.
That would be interesting if they can get him.
Yeah, but Detroit need him. He's a tough guy. They need
him. He is.
Well, is that really an improvement from what's the other boy name they got the play for the Lakers right now?
He's better than Aiden.
He's better than him, but when I watch him play, I don't think you're getting a whole lot. What do you have, about 8 points in the playoff? You ain't getting too much.
He's young though, and Aiden been in the league a while. He got a more of an upside in my opinion.
He's younger, but Aiden, I think Aiden bigger than him too, taller than him.
Yeah, but I think
I guess the reason I'm saying that Luka gonna have that ball in his hand just like Cade Cunningham do. He's not gonna get a whole lot of shots playing for the Lakers. That's why I say it'd probably be a lateral move versus him. You getting an improvement from him because he's not gonna get a whole lot of shots, and he's not no shot blocker. So what you gonna do?
Duren get his own from the glass, and if everything.
Boy, he didn't do it in the playoffs. He wasn't doing it in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, he did it when they needed it, and there were some games that he did do it. He didn't. But he's only like 3rd or 4th year in the league. He ain't been in the league a long time. He was one and done kind of guy. So those guys hurt themselves, but they learn in the league on the fly. They do.
I'm not arguing with you about that, but when I look at him, though, I don't see a whole lot of upside in him being too much better than what he is right now. He got a good body. He got a good frame. But when I watch him move around and I check his lateral movement and stuff,
organizational development, Stacy.
yeah.
But
I was talking about even with I just don't see even you could teach him stuff, but I watch his game the way he move. You know how Dwight Howard was working with Akeem and everybody thought that was gonna help Dwight. Dwight he can't do even though Dwight a hell of an athlete, you know he wasn't gonna do that stuff what Dream was doing. He's not that kind of athlete. That's how that boy is. That boy a good athlete, but he not no mobile, that lateral kind of movement is what he's missing. So that's what you need. That's what you need in
imagination. He don't have imagination and creativity. Elijah want to ask.
Right. And I watch a lateral movement and NBA. Really, if you gonna be real tough in NBA if you can attack from angles, and that's what Bronson and all them do with their footwork and change these angles and get they attacking. That boy, he don't move around like that.
Let me ask you a question about Aiden. How much development more does he have left?
He not either. He not. That's what I say. Aiden not. That's why I say it's a lateral. I think it'd be just a lateral move. It wouldn't be no upgrade.
I think Duran have more upside at this point.
Yeah, me too.
Age wise, yeah, but I don't see his game getting too much better than what it is.
Yeah. He's better. Me personally, he's been improving. I see the improvement.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, the last topic of the conversation of the day, guys, is Major League Baseball. Your Astros, they trying. They haven't given up. And they are now moved to within 4 games now of first place. They only 4 games out with 86 games to play.
So we right there 5 games.
Huh?
Our last show, there was 5 games. They've only moved up 1 game.
Well, there was 6 games last time. Now we have 4 games. we moving. That's progress. 86 games left. That's plenty of time to make up 4 games.
Yeah.
Man, y'all harsh on the Astros. I don't like how y'all treating the Astros. Well, anyway,
I don't know, man. I had to watch him a little bit.
Alvarez. For Jordan Alvarez, is it Jordan or Jordan? Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan
Alvarez right now is second in the league in batting average at 325. And he is also second in the league in home runs and 4th in the league in RBIs. So he is tearing it up. That dude is tearing it up.
He's been hurt the last 3 years, every year in the beginning of the year. But now, this is the first time
he's going on. He's putting it together now.
He is.
So the Astros within 4 games with 86 to play. So they got a chance.
Of course.
So we need to start talking about the Astros more
in that division, they're going to be always an opportunity.
You're right. They're in the worst division.
Yeah.
They're in the worst division. Oh, my goodness. It's the thing that got in the Dodgers division.
Oh, that'd be different. You saw what they did to them when they came here. They toyed with them.
Exactly.
Hey, so Jeff, let me ask this. Has anybody been watching any World Cup games?
I haven't watched any of that.
Me either.
Okay, well, it is still the most popular sport, quote unquote, in the world. And they're trying to make inroads in America to make it even more popular in America. The United States, I know they won the first game they had. I haven't heard beyond that. Jeff,
they are 2-0 right now.
Yep. They won that game. They won 2-0.
Yeah, they won it. Oh, they already won? Okay.
They beat Australia, and that was saying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They did? Okay.
But I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched any of the games.
We always know it's out of Brazil, Argentina, Italy. Those are probably the top teams in the World Cup. The United States never, I don't think, placed in the top 3, but maybe this is the year. So we'll see. Soccer is, they call it football over there. We call it soccer. And, I don't know if it's something that'll ever catch on. I mean, it's like track and field. It's good to watch if you're watching it and you like it, but you have to be really into it. Now, I'm into track. The 4x4 relay at the NCAAs just did a very high 257, almost a NCAA record. Georgia, the guy came back, ran a 42.99 on the 4x4 relay to catch the guy from 30 yards back. So our Olympics is going to be pretty good for 28 and track and field. And as we have talked about many times, maybe this is the year that the United States will get their comeuppance in basketball. I'm saying the world is caught up with us. What do you say about that, Stacy? Has the world caught up and passed us in basketball?
I don't think they caught up with us. I don't think they passed us. I just think the style of basketball we play is more conducive to their style, so they're able to adapt quicker. I still think the United States has some of the best basketball players in the world. It's just that because it's a business point, that's my opinion. NBA is more about a business. They're trying to get more players cross seas so they can get that little foothold like you got all that money in soccer cross seas, what you just talking about. They know it's a lot of money over there. They're not going to get this NFL money over here, so they got to go cross seas. So, it's still like a world sport. And then you factor in all those coaches from around the United States going all around the world teaching these kids, better concept, pass and cutting. They're not dribbling all day like we like to do. So they look pretty good right now. But I still think United States is number one.
And you're
when
right,
it comes
because
to basketball.
it's proven by this year's freshman class that came into college, and almost the first 15 picks are going to be more than half freshmen.
Yep.
They're one and dones. So that hasn't happened lately. We've had a lot of
That ain't happened in a while.
It hadn't happened in a while. This is the first year, and you said that earlier, that you don't hear about the guys foreign. You may have one or two foreign guys picked in the first 20 picks this year for the first time in forever.
The down year for them. Yeah, I agree.
Well,
the draft is next Tuesday, guys.
Now, you do got a lot of foreign guys playing over here in college now. You might hear some of the names. They just might have a university. Yeah. Now, I think a couple of guys from, like the one that surprised me just going by the NBA draft. I watched University of Illinois play early in the season, and I remember I remember his son, but the other guy, the one I was at, I said, man, that little freshman ain't bad, man. And now they
Wagler. He's coming out.
Is that his name? Yeah,
Wagler. He's coming out.
Talking about he might be a top 5 pick, top 6 pick.
He will be.
So and I was like, man, just like you have to wonder how did all these other universities miss this boy?
Well, only one coach can get him, and that's a good coach.
I mean, you didn't hear about him on ESPN or none of that. You know what I mean?
I did actually.
You did? Okay.
He was a McDonald's All-American.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
well,
I like it. I like this game.
I like this game. Show, and as always, we've had a great occasion talking sports. And if it's Friday every 2 weeks, we're gonna be here talking about the strength of sports and what is happening. We got Serena and Venus coming back in tennis. They playing maybe not a whole lot, but they're making sporadic movement in there. Good thing. And across the board in all sports, you got everything happening, and it's very interesting. If it's sports, we're going to be talking about it. Your final word, Mr. President, Jeff.
Okay, I want to thank everyone. Stacy, thank you, man. You did an outstanding job as usual. Stacy out of Jack Yates High School, starting power forward, and went on to play for Phi Slamma Jamma. So we thank you, Stacy. We will be inviting you back, my brother.
All right.
Thank you for your
enjoyed you greatly.
And thanks to Osmond Mitchell. Thanks for Osmond Mitchell. So he submitted a question, but we already covered that. Thank you, and thank you, Silas McMorris. He's on now. Those are 2 people we have on the site that's watching that we know of, at least. So thank you, guys. And you guys take care.
All right.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, you guys have